to another video. It is me, Desiree, and I join you here just with some eyeshadow on because I want to try on some of the products I got from Ulta recently. I did a little online shopping at Ulta. I went on a trip to Dallas last weekend and I actually forgot that I ordered this stuff when I was there. Ulta's doing like their beauty sale right now, so they're doing different sales every day. And I bought a few things and completely forgot. I completely forgot I even placed this order until I got an email yesterday saying your order has arrived. And I was like, what did I even order? I wish I had saved the unboxing for a video because it was so funny. Yesterday I was like, oh yeah! It was like Christmas morning. Anyway, I didn't buy any eyeshadow, so I went ahead and put on a palette from my Shop My Stash this month. This is the Ravenclaw palette from Harry Potter and Ulta. Ulta did a little Harry Potter collaboration a couple of years ago, or maybe even a few years ago at this point. And this was the palette I pulled out for Shop My Stash. So that's what's on my eyes, and I think I have something for most other steps in here. I'm just going to show you everything I bought and then I'll put it on. I bought the Iconic London Multi-Use Cream Blush, Bronze, and Highlight Palette. Iconic London is one of those brands, I don't want to sound like rude, but they charge luxury prices for their products, but everything's made in China. At least everything I've tried has been made in China, including this palette. This was half off, so I didn't pay $45 or whatever for it, what they charge normally. I'm going to use that. I also bought, I wasn't going to show you this. Because I said multiple times already, I'm not going to buy any setting sprays until I use up all my setting sprays, and I bought this. I didn't even think twice about it. It's from Morphe. It's one of their continuous mist setting sprays, but it's also a priming spray, and I freaking put primer on. I forgot. You know what? I'm going to spray it anyway as a little primer and just see what happens. It's a prep and set mist with ceramides and antioxidants. I don't know. I completely forgot I bought that. I also got the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This was one of the things they had half off. I got the shade Madeline, and we're going to try that today. I also got something that had been on my wish list forever at Ulta. This is the Ulta Beauty Under Eye Brightener. I'm obsessed right now with the NYX Pro Fix Correcting Stick. I don't see myself ever not using this. You know how sometimes there are products you use, you love them, but then when you put them away, you immediately forget they exist? This is not one of those. This is one that I will look for it every day. If I don't put it right back in the drawer, I'm like, where is it? I love this. So I wanted to try the one from Ulta. We'll see how it compares. And then the last thing I bought was one of the new things from NYX, the Buttermelt Bronzer. When I first saw that these existed, I was like, yes, I have to have it. When is it available? I want it right now. I even checked the Ultas out in Dallas to see if they had it in stock, but none of them did. Anyway, got it online. It was $10, I think. This is the shade Deserve Butter, light, medium, neutral. Packaging, super cute, and the packaging matches, if I can open it, matches the product that's inside. I wish they put a mirror. This would be a perfect spot for a mirror, and it'd give a little like something different than the packaging, because the packaging exactly matches the powder inside, which is not a bad thing. This is the shade I went for, and almost all of them looked like rosy, like they could be blushes as well. I thought I was smelling something. I feel like this has a scent. You know, Physicians Formula did it first, and now everyone has to put a scent in their bronzers and call them butter. Anyway, gonna try this out today too. What shall I do first? First, gotta change out the battery. And I had just said in another video, I don't like to do first impressions that much. All of these are gonna be first impressions again. I just, you know, sometimes it's fun, sometimes it doesn't go according to plan. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm gonna put on first though? The Kosas Revealer Concealer. I exchanged this for the shade 2.3N, light with neutral undertone. The one I had before was just too light, so I went in for this shade. And when I went to exchange it, the person that rang me up was like, did you get someone to re-shade match you? And I said, well, actually someone shade matched me for the first one and it was way too light. And he looked at me just like, oh, sorry about that. Anyway, we're gonna put this all over the face because why not? You know what, I'm gonna spray some of this prep spray first, the Morphe spray. So I'll just see if it has a scent. I love that Morphe setting spray scent so much. This one just smells a little like clean water. It doesn't smell like the, you know what, I use it up, the black can. It doesn't smell like that. This is not the lid. This is a lid for sunscreen that I just had laying there. There we go. Okay, let's put on the Kosas concealer. I'm just gonna put this all over my face. Let's hope it's the right shade because I haven't tried this one before. And I'm gonna use the NARS concealer with the Ulta Beauty one under the eyes and see how it looks. Ooh, this is very pretty. I think Bridget left a comment and she said it was juicy. And I'm like, ooh, I want a juicy concealer on my face. Oh my God, this looks so good. This looks really good. This is a great shade. It does have a scent. I knew it. When I swatched the other one, I knew I could smell something, but I thought it was something else I had on. It smells like rose water or something. Ooh, that's pretty. That's very pretty. Let's get a little closer. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's use the Ulta Beauty. Let me rip this open real quick. I have been wanting to try this for so long. I am in a makeup thing right now. I want to try and buy everything that's on my wish list at Ulta and Sephora. I'm like, how much can I get this week? How much can I buy this payday? Like, I want it all. I'm so excited. Anyway, this is the Ulta Beauty Under Eye Brightener, Brighten and Conceal. This is the shade Light to Medium Pale, and this looks very similar to the NYX one. Let's see. Oh, it's very stiff. The one from NYX is so creamy, you'll overdo it because it's so creamy. This feels very stiff even just to swatch it. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It is kind of thick. Let's put it on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it on my finger like I do the NYX one. This is very sticky as well, like tacky, moisturizing. Maybe that's the word I should use. It also looks like it has very light amount of coverage to it, like a light amount of pink. Let me put on a little bit more. And I'm gonna work it between the two fingers. I'm just gonna put it on the under eyes, see how it looks. It feels very tacky and very moisturizing. I don't know, what do you think? It looks like it brightened for sure. I'm gonna have to keep using this. Obviously, these are all first impressions. In comparison to the one from NYX, this is a lot stiffer, more moisturizing, but in like a really tacky, sticky kind of way. It reminds me of the texture of the old, not the texture, but the moisture level of the old Benefit Erase Paste, like the original one. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. I don't know, the coverage is not that good. Like the one from NYX, I feel like when I use this, a lot of the time I forget to even put on concealer because it works so good. With this one, I feel like I need to put concealer still. But it's a lot lighter in the pink department. So if you have always had an issue with pink under eye correctors like I have, where they're way too pink, this might be a better choice because it's very, very light on the pink side. But I'm gonna keep trying it out, of course. But let's go in with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I have been wanting to try this forever and ever. And when I saw that it was going to be half off, I was like, holy crap, now's my chance. And I completely forgot I had even bought it. This is the shade Madeline Light 2.3. Very excited about this. Oh my God, how's it going to feel? Ooh, oh my goodness gracious. That feels so good. I'm hoping I got a good shade, but I'm thinking it might be a little dark. Might be a little dark, but I'm gonna knock all my stuff off. I don't know. The shade looks a little dark, but I'm gonna put it between my ring fingers as well and just dab it on the under eyes. And we'll just see what happens. It feels really nice. Very, very smooth. Coverage looks really good. You know, I think this might be an okay shade. It looked a little dark on the hand, but sometimes when you blend stuff out, it looks okay. But this looks all right, and it feels really good. I don't know if it's this little stick, but my under eyes feel extremely moisturized right now, but maybe this also has a little bit of moisture to it. I'm gonna put some of this actually on little parts of my face and just see how it works and how the shade looks. I'm gonna put some here just on this like extra redness I get on my cheeks. And this seems like a concealer that you'd want to blend with your fingers. I don't know why. Like, I haven't even thought about reaching for the sponge. I don't know, that Kosas one did such a great job. I don't even know where else to put concealer. We'll just put some here on this little vein. You know, it blends really nice. It blends really, really nice, almost seamless. It looks great. It looks really good. I want to set with powder a little bit because the Kosas concealer is very moisturizing and it looks great. It looks so good. But I'm not going to because the Iconic London palette is all cream and I didn't know that. I thought this was a powder palette until I opened it and I thought, uh-oh, it's cream. But you know what? It's very pretty. So this is the palette. Those are all my fingerprints because I did already open this. And you know what? It looks good. It looks really good. I haven't touched this yet, but you get two, I guess 3 bronzers, 2 blushes, and a highlight. I'm trying to show you this the best way. Look at those blushes though. Oh my God, they're so pretty. That highlight looks great. The bronzers look like really good shades. I'm gonna swatch a couple of these. Ooh. They're like, oh, that's so pretty. That's the highlighter. The highlighter is a little darker than I was expecting. Still very pretty. You know what? These feel like, watch, let me try to swatch it up close. They're very balmy. So when I put my finger in this, let me wipe it off here. It doesn't like go into the product. They feel very firm. I don't want to say stiff because they're not stiff, but they're very, very firmly pressed where you could use a lot of pressure and you're not going to get a ton of product on your finger. And they feel very balmy. Like even when I swatched that pink one right here, look what it sheared out to, like nothing. That's the orange one right there that I'm swatching right now and like blending around. It looks like it's gonna be really nice and light and easy to use, which is really good. Let me see about these bronzers though. Oh yeah, same texture. Very, very balmy. Ooh, look at that one, rich. Okay, those are some swatches right there. Let me try to blend them out. There are some awful blending that I just did there, but let's try out. Oh, my producer, he just dropped his toy on the ground, or he threw it out. We got him this little mouse. Oh, look, he's afraid of it. What are you doing down there, my precious? So let me try this out with the sponge, just because these have such a balmy quality to them. I'm gonna kind of just mix these 2 bronzers together and see what happens. Get a little bit more of the light one because I don't know how they're gonna shear out on the skin. You know, everything's different in a swatch. This looks awesome. You know, I was kind of disappointed with the palette when I first got it because I thought it was powder. But you know what? This looks really good. And I'm just kind of bouncing my sponge back and forth between both of the bronzer shades, the 2 lighter ones. And it's blending super nice. Really, really nice. I'm curious to see how this is gonna wear throughout the day and if it's gonna have some lasting power. But ooh, 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 very pretty. I don't want to go too overboard because I want to use the NYX bronzer too. So I'm going to put some of this on. This is a powder one and I honestly thought this one was cream, and when it turned out to be powder, I was also disappointed with this one. Oh my gosh, I think this is going to have too much pigmentation. But let's put on a little bit. Just to kind of set what I put on here and then do a little on the neck as well. Where's my bronzer brush? There's a strong fragrance here. Not bad, and it doesn't smell like Physicians Formula. You know what, this is very pigmented. I barely got any in on my brush. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna skip out on putting this on my face and just use it on the neck. Okay, let's just get a little on the neck. Oh my gosh, it's so pigmented. This is almost too much. Oh my gosh, no. It's too much. All right, maybe just a little on the nose. I don't know. This is very, very pigmented. It's much more pigmented than I was expecting it to be. I'm going to continue using it, of course, but I think it might have worked a little better if I had just used powders on my face to begin with. Like maybe if I had set my face with powder or something, but going straight with the powder onto like the creams that I had on, maybe that was my mistake. But let's put on some of the blush, and I'm just going to use the same sponge that I had the bronzer on with. I think I'm going to go with the pink one. It'll look a little better with the eyeshadow, I think. And I am just dabbing the sponge in like this and not like moving it around, because I don't know how the pigmentation level is going to be and I don't want to get too much right off the bat. But you know what? First impression, this is very nice. And I did not have high hopes for this. But you know what? It's very pretty. It's very pretty, very light, and so far, very easy to use. I'm going to get a little bit of the highlighter. Just a little bit. Maybe it'll be a little lighter if I just dab it lightly with the sponge. Because the swatch made me think it was going to be a little too dark for my skin tone. Or look a little too obvious. Ooh. I'm going to do a little more of the blush. I really like it. I'm looking very glowy though. All this juiciness on my skin. I'm loving it. I really like this first impression. So far, so good. What else did I get? Was that everything? Okay, let me finish the brows and the eyes and we will wrap this up. Okay, I put on eyebrows, eyeliner, and a little eyeshadow on the lower lash line, but I'm gonna spray the Morphe, the new one that I bought, that I shouldn't have bought, but what are you gonna do? I already did it. The mist is so good. Like nobody can do a better mist than Morphe. They're so good. Let's do a little fanning because I have to. Oh my gosh, it's already dry. Like I don't even feel wet on my face at all. Although my face looks very, very glossy. I think mostly due to the Kosas concealer. I don't know. I kind of like it. But let me throw on some mascara. You know what? I think I am going to put a little powder on the under eyes because they're just so juicy. And I think the mascara, no matter what I use, is going to transfer with all that glossy moisture under my eyes. Let me see what I have. I think what I want to use is this, the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. This one here. I saw, what the heck's her name? I was going to say Meg. Her name's, Blair. Talk about this not too long ago. And it reminded me that I have this. Like look at the difference now. This one here and then this one here. Super glossy. This one's nice and set. One thing I always forget to do though is to pat out any creases because you don't want to set your creased concealer when it's creased. But this is one of those powders you might not feel like you're getting anything because it feels like it has hard pan. But you're getting something. Like, just get your brush in there. Use a black brush if you want to see the powder on it. But you could see it toned down that glossiness just a little. You know what? I want to put a little around my face now that I'm using it. Just because I feel like I'm looking a little too juicy on the face, you know? Ooh, I've got to pull this powder out more often. Look how nicely that set like this area in my face a little bit without taking away, like it doesn't look flat. Ooh, I'm gonna leave this out. Okay, mascara. Well, I got a little mascara on my lid right there, but let's assess the situation. I like it. Another mascara dot right there. So the palette I used was an old palette. I'm just shopping my stash for it this month. But let's talk about the stuff I bought and tried out today. So the Ulta Beauty Under Eye Brightener, I mean, it worked. It looks good, but I think it's gonna be a little too moisturizing for something that I want to use under the eyes. Like I really don't want my mascara to smudge throughout the day. And I think if I don't set this it will. But it worked. Obviously, I gotta try all this stuff more. This is all first impressions. The Iconic London palette, I think, definitely surprised me. I was not expecting much from this, especially because it wasn't what I thought it was. It turned out to be a cream palette. But I really like the way the bronzer looked and blended, especially these two colors here mixed together. That pink blush looks so pretty. I almost want to put some more on, actually. And it does have like a gold, I don't know if you could see it. I know it's hard to show reflective anything in videos. It has like a gold shimmer going through it. I'm gonna put a little more of this on. Ah, there we go. I like it. I like this a lot. Obviously, we'll see how it wears throughout the day and how it wears on other occasions, but the balmy texture is really nice. It's really smooth and creamy, balmy, moisturizing, easy to blend. We'll see if it has lasting power though. The NYX bronzer, I'm kind of shocked at how much pigmentation this has. Like, holy moly. I like products to have some pigment and show up on my skin, but I don't want to be afraid to use them and barely dip in and it's like, oh my god, I've made a grave mistake. But maybe it's because I didn't have any powder on my skin and my skin is very tacky and wet feeling that this kind of stuck and it didn't blend. Obviously, I'll keep using it, but I wish they put a mirror in there. That would have been a nice little touch. What else did I buy? Kosas concealer. So far so good. I did have to put a little powder there in the middle of my face because it was looking a little juicy, but I think I'm really gonna like that one. And the Morphe spray, I don't notice a big difference between this and the black one, but I'll continue using it, of course, and I know I'm gonna like it because I like those Morphe setting sprays a lot. And then, oh, the NYX concealer. The NYX, the NARS. What did I do with it? I already lost it. I didn't put it back in the box. Oh, here it is. The NARS Matte Complete, what the heck is it called? Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I feel like I'm really going to like this a lot. I only used a little tiny bit today, but it did blend very nicely and literally looked seamless. Like, I could not see where I had put it on my face. I feel like I'm really gonna like this and I cannot wait to continue messing with it and trying it all over my skin. But that's that. That is my little Ulta haul try on. Let me know some stuff you've been buying from the Ulta sale. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video.